that she was next. Alright, we're gonna skip Claire. And Andy, you're next.
Claire on deck.
So Claire is on deck.
All right.
Please give it up for your next performer, Mr. Andy O'Brien.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Let's talk about the holidays. Everybody had a good holiday? Horrible holiday? Good holiday. Really? That's good. That's unusual for this kind of crowd. Horrible holidays. That's okay. I had an interesting holiday. I have like a 1.5-year-old in the home. Very interesting to get that through his head. Right after Thanksgiving, okay, buddy, here's what's going to happen. We're going to put the biggest thing you've ever seen in your life in the middle of the living room. Don't touch it. Okay. After we put it up there, we're going to just like string stuff, just balls that are perfect for you to touch right there. And you would love to don't touch it. Don't touch it. After we do that, we're going to put shiny lights all the way around that enormous thing. Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Merry Christmas. And on the day on Christmas, you go, come on, buddy, go ahead. Go get the presents. She's like, you fucking liar. You told me not to touch it. You're going to... I don't hit my kid, but you know, it's the emotional abuse that I got on Christmas. Just gets everybody. Bill Cosby was arrested. Anybody see that? Speaking of great fathers. See that? Bill Cosby was arrested. He was taken away in handcuffs. Was that satisfying for everybody to see that image, right? I think they really dropped the ball. The one unarmed black man that everybody would have been cool with just gunning down by the cops. And they didn't do it. They were fine with that. And thank God that his son died of a brutal murder like 15 years ago. So he didn't have to see that his father was a serial rapist. I'm sorry, but honestly, if you think about it, which would you rather have? Be dead? Or find out that your father drugged and raped women? I'm gonna go dead. It's horrible, but damn it, that's how I feel. Anybody depressed? Does anybody get the depression here? Yeah, depression? It's alright, it's dark. I got the depression too, especially during this time of the year. And I told that to somebody and they're like, just love yourself. Why don't you just love yourself? What the fuck does that even mean, love yourself? Like, how can you quantify loving yourself? What do you need to do to love yourself? Do you just look into a mirror and start masturbating? And however long you can last, that's how much you love yourself? Like, I mean, normally we get creeped out and leave because, you know, that looks horrible, but like, if you finish, you're like Kanye West narcissist. You can love yourself that much. Fuck you, I'll just be sad. I'm not saying you have to do it, but, you know, try it, it'll freak you out. Speaking of depression, I was in, have you guys ever been to a Hy-Vee? You guys heard of these Hy-Vees? Grocery stores, you heard of them? I was looking for a razor, doesn't matter why, and I went up, and the situation, I needed to find them, I couldn't find them anywhere. I needed the real deal razor, the double-bladed ones, and I walked up, the situation was, there was an old guy who looked like he worked there since the 70s, and he was training a very young, bubbly teenager. And I walked up to them, and I said, I'm looking for the razor blades. Oh, she said, oh, like shaving razors? And I said, no, I need like the straight razors. She was very, very concerned. She said, why? And the guy that was training her, that was there forever, looked at her like she was an idiot. He's like, what do you mean, why? He's in Hy-Vee. He wants to kill himself. He's like, I'll help you out, brother. Come here. Third aisle, halfway down the right, like every day on his break, he walks by like, today's the day, boys. You're gonna come in handy. Here's the fucking razor blades for always have those on him. I shouldn't be so sad though. I do have a beautiful, beautiful wife. I really do. Thank you. And she is black, which is not at all useful information. Just makes me seem cooler. And so that's just something I just say to get some, you know, street cred. And she's so she's actually so gorgeous, it really, like, legitimately upsets people. Like, if you saw our wedding pictures, what you would say is, oh, I know what happened there. Somebody kidnapped an exotic black woman. It was an oil baron from the Middle East to marry his fat son. That's how that happened. That's the only explanation that makes sense. Because I don't generally get it. Because all the guys that she dated before me, the reason we were together is I was actually nice to her. Now, there's some couples in the audience, I presume. Girls, I don't get it. You are more, at least we're talking about a straight relationship here, more inclined to pick a partner than the guys, correct? So what the fuck? So many girls pick assholes, like real assholes, like guys who lift a lot of weights. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that guy. It's like girls who end up with assholes, and since you get a pick from the majority of guys, it doesn't matter if they have a girlfriend, you can still pick them. It's like going to the pet store to find a puppy that will love you. And all the puppies at once come up and lick your face, right? And they're so adoring, and you pick the indignant cat in the corner. Like, I'm gonna fix him. I don't care what he looks like. He's awful muscular. No, but I will tell you, if you're interested, my wife is gorgeous. You see her, she's crazy, stupid good looking. And is there single guys here tonight, of course, right? There's single guys everywhere. I'm gonna tell you, are you listening? This is how you get a gorgeous woman to be with you. You listening? You get her pregnant. Thank you.